Eagle Warrior here for V3. Siccaris Plateau Redux blue team. Lord of Pleasure is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed on powerful offense and disruption fights mainly in melee combat. Alongside a couple of Tyranid players, first up is SiLiSe as a Ravener Alpha, turning commander, great mobility, powerful offense and a little bit of support, begins in range combat but can get some powerful melee weapons. Alongside here, Jim Beam is a Lictor Alpha, melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt with some powerful offense and a little bit of support too. He's sneaking around in the southwest right now. Red team, some Space Marines. First up is philiconcane as a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Some Blood Angels over here. Alongside, Antandron is a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Dark Angels. And round off the teams, it's Professor Ragin Maru as a brother captain from the Ordo Malleus, durable commander that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful offense and support, fights in melee combat. I trust that there's our first Ravener tunnel. Will help him and his allies get to the central area quite quickly. Kicking off here towards the north, where we do see the two natural victory points. Classic map, Siccaris. The default version is seen as a little bit unbalanced, with one side being a bit closer to the middle than the other. This is a slightly altered version, the Redux, which aims to fix it up a little bit. Small changes. Double Termagants up for both Tyranid players. Double CSM for Lord of Pleasure. He's doing some decapping over there. Heretics running away with 3 models, but they'll be okay. Ravener Alpha backs off to fight another day. Red team not pushing that through there. I think they could have chased that Ravener back to the power and got some bashing in, but they are wanting to retake these back points right now. Double strike squad for Ragin and Maru with that pretty fierce piercing DPS. It used to be 15 per model. I'm not sure what it is now. I think it's been tweaked several times. And then melee's been tweaked several times. They do not start with a special attack these days. They need to get the Nemesis Focus or whatever it's called, melee orientated upgrade for that. But it's pretty cool. Can specialize them quite nicely now. Ravener Brood on the way for SiLiSe. Jim Beam already has a Warrior Brood up. They'll be providing a nice little basic synapse to nearby Tyranids, little ones. These Hormagaunts over here who have adrenal glands. So they'll be a threat to those strike squad. And also to the brother captain himself. He's getting his Nemesis Force Sword. There is We Are the Hammer, and here comes a whole bunch of shooting. Where are those Termagants? Here they come. Jim Beam quite safe and backs off there. Quite rightly too. Those Termagants don't have their toxin sacks up. He got that early Warrior Brood. I wonder if Barbed Strangler would be worth it to slow down those strike squad, stop them getting into melee range of your Termagants. Won't slow down the brother captain, of course. Can't suppress that guy. Chaos Lord getting his combi flamer. Speaking of flamers, we do have a tactical marine one here. Red team have the natural wreck point northeast, but this could be a big fight and lead to an early power bash. Did those scout fellows just grenade themselves there? Not sure. VP's pretty even. Hormagaunts wiped out. Looks to be a pretty even fight though still. Ravener Brood still in play. Ravener Alpha still in play. Force Commander off. Chaos Lord off. Now who can win this? Try and focus down those scouts. I think the good burrow strike from the Ravener is going to say the Space Marines have a decent cover position, but here they are breaking it up, the Raveners. 450 to 476. Looks like Professor Raging Maru had a bad engagement down in the southwest, dropping a strike squad and getting pretty low with his brother captain. Now we're having to defend power down there, I see. Some noise marines for the Lord of Pleasure. Unlucky for this player that there is no Slaneshi hero. Come on, Elite Mod team. Put him in. What are you waiting for? Things being bashed over here. Looks like he got at least one of the gens, maybe 2 of them. How is Maru going to recover here? He does have the Nemesis Focus for the strike squad. Now let's read. Melee damage and health by 15%. Melee skill by 10. Gives them energy burst, which is like a slowdown which burns energy. And gives them their special attack. If the Justicar is present, they get more hit points, which is nice. It's a very ballsy move by Maru. He's happy to go into melee against Warrior Brood, Hormagaunts and a Lictor Alpha in Tier 1. Stormtroopers with their Sergeant gives them that nice grenade. You may have seen Warrior Brood are forced off. Hormagaunts forced off. Strat Squad getting very low down to one model. And a Lictor Alpha has his Toxin Miasma, which is doing some work. 65 melee DPS. And some damage over time. Can he get the last hit? He's trying. He's really trying. Boom. Are they going to die from the damage over time? They do. That must have been so close. Was that the last tick of it? I think there was one more tick after for the damage over time there, so they would have gone down if they were a little bit above the 1 hit point anyway. Tier 2 for Maru with a single unit on the field. Antandron also goes Tier 2. A late Hormagaunts out for SiLiSe to replace the Brood that he lost. Nothing wrong with that. I like the Noise Marines here. They can shut down scouts and Techmarines incredibly well. Their only threat really is the Force Commander. Go run in, disrupt them with these Battle Cry, which will also give him knockdown immunity to their Cacophony, which is pretty damn useful. Gen's being burned and shot at. Pretty effective Gen bash here. Where are the Noise Marines though? Where are you guys? Are you coming out of base now? If the Noise Marines were here, that would have been a completely wiped Gen farm, I guess. Combi Flame of the Chaos Lord, you just saw the Immolator. Can pick off scout models for sure, chasing. But he's taking a lot of damage himself, needs to run away. And does so, but he's going to get shot down, I think, by the scouts. 10 hit points, looks like he's out. Looks like he's out. Now the Space Marines need to defend their power. Don't want to overcommit here, blue team. They're in a good position at the top. Dodged the grenade pretty well. Looks like they're taking it easy, doing the right thing. Trying to dip in and out of those engagements. The Tactical Marines do have this heavy cover here. Noise Marines will do some good work. There you go. Shutting down that ranged weapons there after 4 seconds or whatever it is these days. Look, good damage as well. Look at that. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing since it's a flamer type weapon, it does more damage to units in cover. That was painful. A little bit sloppy there by these Space Marine players, just sitting in cover, waiting for those Noise Marines to come. I mean, they could see them running up with their Sonic Blaster. Ragin Alpha gets the decap, a very strong ending to Tier 1 for the blue team. But here comes the Brother Captain, and he's pissed. Almost level 3, Nemesis Force Sword, killing some stuff. Wow, some Noise Marines getting caught there. Brother Captain hits level 3, needs to retreat though. He's got some Purifies up in Tier 2. These guys are a very fun melee squad. Long charge range and power weapons. Oh, no, they're heavy melee these days, are they? Or was that changed? They can't be heavy melee because it doesn't have the heavy melee sign there. Decorator, unless it's just a bug. I'm pretty sure they're all power melee and they have Nemesis Demon Hammers. I could be so wrong though. Are they heavy melee? We need to see them smack a vehicle. It could be that they are and they just didn't change the decorator. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I'm pretty sure that was a plan at some point. That's why they all have hammers, right? Because they're all heavy melee now. I guess we'll see. Maybe. We'll have to wait till Tier 3 Carnifexes to see. These guys live. Venom Brood on the way for SiLiSe. Kicking off towards the middle. Razorback up for the red team, providing reinforcement support in the field, and also jump inside it and drive around, which is fun. Whirlwind doing some work. Look at that for disruption. Might win this engagement here with that shot. Decent grenade going in, making sure they back away. Ragin Alpha with his Corrosive Devourer. That's a threat to the vehicle, as is the Venom Brood, of course. It's some purgation now for Maru. Ranged squad begin with these incinerators, but can get some pretty nice silencers in Tier 2, which I'm guessing they're going to do here. And they do have the capacity to fight vehicles. Warrior Acolyte fella for the Stormtroopers there. Buffing them up. Giving them some health regen, I think. 437 to 256 on the VPs. Can the blue team keep this up in Tier 2? A little bit slow out the gates here in Tier 2. We do have Plague Marines up. Venom Brood also for Jim Beam. Not sure why. Because there's no vehicles at the bottom here. Expecting a dreadnought maybe. Warrior Brood have their adrenal glands, so they have heavy melee weapons now. Well, heavy melee claws, I should say. What's going on top? Some Khorne worship in a really bad place. Been smacked around by a force commander in full smacking mode. Thunderhammer, Artificer and Iron Halo. Really good push up here by the red team. Supported by that Razorback. Where's the Venom Brood? Here they are. Took a while to get up here, didn't they? Where'd the Razorback get out? It might not. It's been hit by the Plague Marines and thus slowed down. Venom Brood are right there. And down it goes. That was a pretty quick kill. There was also the Corrosive Devourer, Raven Alpha doing some work. He's got the damage aura, synapse and regenerate. Regenerate makes him pretty damn tanky. Some crazy health regen from that thing. Lictor Alpha levels to 3. Looks like he just got stuck into this purgation. Not sure what he's up to now. Bash some power maybe. Wow, Purify's barely getting out of there. Need to repurchase their Justicar, which is not cheap. Guess they had a big ruckus with the Warrior Brood and the Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts are dead. He has now replaced them. Jim Beam. Blue team now coming back through. Need to cap up though. Going after the Whirlwind here. Could be annoying because of that. Tactical Marines with Plasma Gun need to target the Venom Brood if they can. Good grenade. Set up by a Whirlwind. Boom. Whirlwind goes down. Didn't make much of an effort to escape there, did it? 437 to 184 on the VPs. 2-1 cap. Blue team looking strong. There's the double. There is the double. Maru is taking back the bottom though. There's that second Hormagaunt Brood for Jim Beam. Lictor Alpha has been a menace so far. Has Pheromone, has Adrenal Glands. The Stormtroopers are a detect unit, right? Are they? There's no detector icon or decorator on them. Again, this could be an omission, a bug. There's those Pheromones. 437, 158. Lictor Alpha not getting involved in the fighting here though. Purify's getting stuck in. Tearing through that Warrior Brood. Wow. That's painful. They do get away, barely. Can the Purifiers now get away? Because the Lictor Alpha is getting stuck in. 21 red for each kill he gets. And he... No, there's one left. I thought he wiped them out. Now he wipes them out. Now I'll never know for sure if they have heavy melee. Someone will put me out of my misery and tell us in the comments. Force Commander's really pissed off with this tunnel over here. He leveled him up. They gave him a level for taking out a tunnel. Artificer and Iron Halo, all that good stuff. Techmarine, Plasma Gun, Signum, Refractor. Here's another Whirlwind, this time from philiconcane. It's a funny name. Tier 3 for Lord of Pleasure and SiLiSe. Southwest is red, thanks to Maru, who's had some heavy losses to deal with. Has a Purgation up still, and oh, he's replacing his Purifiers. Maybe I will know. I mean, the Decorator says power melee, but they do have hammers, all of them. So, consistency. Venom Brood with that range synapse up. Blue team a little bit sluggish to get forward. Feel like they have an advantage here on the field. Just need to be using it. 410 to 137, 2-1 cap for red. Don't want to let Space Marines get into tier 3 and not smack their power up. Yeah, this is pretty. This is weird. Come on, fellas. They obviously can't see what we can see, but they must feel the superiority here. Took out a Razorback, took out a Whirlwind. What's going on bottom? Brother Captain's going mental. He has Holy Armor of Titan and Psychic Lash. And there's the Psychic Field. That's the Purifier ability. Does damage over time, which goes up the longer that thing's on the field, I believe. But in other words, don't stand in it. There's those silencers from the Purgation. Decent fight there for the Purifiers. As I say that, they might go down again. One of them got away. Or did it? Yes, it did. Flesh Hook almost finished them off. This Lictor Alpha has been pretty scary. Been a while since I've seen a really scary Lictor Alpha in a team game. Devastator Plasma Cannon on the way for philiconcane. Blue team have pushed through. A little bit slow, but they're here now. And Plague Marine's going to get rear arm hit on the whirlwind. Boom. Not sure if it's going to go down. Might be able to get another hit here. Nope. Missile was aimed at the scouts. Whirlwind might survive. Labyrinth Alpha is trying to finish it off. Here's a drop pod. It's Antandron. Is that a Venerable Dreadnought? Yes, it is. Tie up those Plague Marines. Was that a kill the week? Didn't seem to heal him up there. Unless I just missed it. Plague Marine's running away because of this guy. Unique Walker for the Techmarine is also getting Dark Age of Technology immediately, which will give him over 2,000 hit points, I believe. He's pretty awesome. Can charge around, which is great for escaping. Purgation, there's those silencers. There it is. It's rending, which gives them more damage to vehicles. That must have been those red traces we saw there. Brother Captain with invulnerability up. He's level 5. He has kicked some ass here. Specials going off. Stormtroopers caught in a really bad place. Smite goes off. Here's a Terminator Librarian. He can also get stuck in. Oh, Venerable coming down. Jim Beam needs to be very careful here and pull out. Can he though? Purify's wrecking some stuff. And they do get away, I think. 2150 hit points at level 1. 378 to 109. I don't think the Lictor's going to escape here. That's a Venerable Dreadnought. There we go. Inspiration on kill. And now a Power Bash. No help for Jim Beam, looks like. The Carnifex is up for SiLiSe. He's gone for the Barbed Strangler. Fantastic weapon. Terminator's up here for philiconcane. Assault Cannon. That Whirlwind's been a big pain in the arse. Blast Master misses for the most part. Force Commander a menace with his Thunderhammer and Iron Halo here. Artificer just makes him even more annoying. That Barbed Strangler there doing its thing. The giant plasma cannon that suppresses, basically. Pretty nasty. Boom! Here comes that Chaos Lord. What level is he? He's only level 2. Getting Armor of the Inferno to try and disrupt blobs of Marines, maybe. But there's only 2 Tactical Marines on the field. And one of them's down here. Killing some Hormagaunts. So, is the Lictor Alpha going to get revived? Look at the red team now. Blue team was so slow in tier 2. There's a Land Raid of Phobos. Lord of Pleasure. Should be able to deal with that Whirlwind at least. Boom. Some pathing issues, but down it goes. That must have been satisfying. Get 40 red, okay. For a Whirlwind kill. Codicum Aeternum. Shrouding is pretty good, gives you infiltration and a damage buff. What's he going to use it on? The Purifiers, I'm guessing. Purifiers did not go after the Carnifex there, so I'm guessing they do not have heavy melee after all. The Decorator is correct, and I was talking out of my arse. Sanctuary there for the Terminator Librarian. That's one of his starting abilities. Running away is Maru. Got a bit too deep into trouble there. Phobos has taken some damage. These guys could go and smack it with their power fists, of course. There is also this Purgation with Rending. 283 109. There we go. So they can't really... Well, they're doing some work. They're certainly doing some work. I was going to say they can't really threaten the Phobos alone. But look, they did some damage there. They did like a quarter of the health bar, I think. Another whirlwind from philiconcane. Some heretics for Lord of Pleasure to repair his Phobos. Late game Gene Stealers for Jim Beam. He wants to tear apart his Grey Knights, and why not? Predator tank now for Antandron also. Is bottom with a turret. Looks like they're swapping places. This could be a dicey fight here for Maru. There's the energy field. Brother Captain's pretty low, but invulnerability is up. The hell is this buff? Some kind of Grey Knight thing. Very strange effect there. Might be one of their globals or something. 243, 109. Chaos Lord is down. Blue team trying to push through and get back into winning ways. They had such a strong tier 1. Didn't really capitalize it in tier 2. Plasma cannon could be nasty. Boom, transformation. Might help them get the cap, but the Force Commander needs to be dealt with a little bit better here by the blue team. There's the suppression of the Barb Triangle. That will certainly help. He does have Toxic Sac Termagants as well. Needs to be disciplined with that. Whirlwind should be dealt with here by the Phobos, you would think. And it is. It was actually a Barb Triangle, I think, that finished it off. But look at this. Purifier's doing some work. Maybe they, I don't know. I think they have... Maybe they have like an ability or something that helps them versus vehicles. Something's going on here that I've not paid attention to in the notes. They were doing some kind of anti-vehicle action there, I think. Certainly seemed like it. Maybe all the damage is coming from the purgation. Well, level 4 right now. Can never keep up and keep straight in my head all the myriad changes for Grey Knights. Seems to be every update. Several units are changed in fundamental ways. 193 to 109. Blue team did not get the VP there. What is this? Terminators? Whoa, it's Paladins. Now they definitely have heavy melee. They've got hammers, they've got the heavy melee icon. There's no argument there. Phobos needs to be very careful, they're teleporting on it. There's the Dirge Caster, that stuns them. Stun is the worst enemy of Terminators and Terminator variants. 172, 109. Paladins, I think, thought about going after the VP there, but they want to destroy this Phobos. They might be able to. They do need the book, whatever it's called. I forget now. Kodoka made Liber Demonicon or something. Here it is. Right, Liber Demonica. That gives them the Holy Grounds, which is pretty cool. That would have finished off the Phobos for sure if they had that available. You need some serious repairs now, fella, and Tyranids can't help you with that. Tyranids cannot repair. Gene Stealers are up for Jim Beam with their Rending Claws. Swarmlord on the way. But the bottom is looking very red. A turret to deal with, and a Venerable Dreadnought. With Techmarine support right there, and Scouts also to repair. Looks like Jim Beam is coming top. But he's kind of alone-ish. They are coming in to assist, maybe a bit too late. Gene Stealers, though, getting rid of the Purgation very, very fast. They did not want to mess around and try and fight him. Jim Beam did get caught, but he does kick off the engagement. Red team weren't set up as well as they might have liked to be now for this because of Jim Beam's assault. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Antandron. That's really bad news for the blue team. Struggling to deal with what's on the field now, let alone another Land Raider. Well, our Land Raider. And Philly has 2 Terminator squads, both with assault cannons. 113, 109. Every fight could be absolutely vital here. Oh, Force Spawner goes down. That is good for the blue team. Swarmlord is up. Super unit for Tyranids. Powerful melee combatant with some Nice support passively. Gives you a speed buff and allows you to reinforce around him, which is a big deal. Brother Captain's gone mental. Level 7 in amongst the Tyranids here. With invulnerability up, but now it's gone. Land Raider getting repairs. Red team pushing back. Looks like they've all abandoned the bottom and it stays red. 87, 109. Brother Captain goes down. Being a little bit sloppy with a couple of their heroes here, the red team. Brother Captain was repurchased though. Here comes those purifiers. 76, 109. Swarmlord getting in. Lots of retreating. Is this the time the blue team can push back? They need a VP. Looks like they're trying to do so at the bottom. Yeah, they are flanking the turret. So there should be at least decap down here. There's Holy Grounds. Buffing the speed of allies and reducing the speed of enemies. Pretty awesome ability. See it affecting the Swarmlord there. 58 to 109. Blue team running out of time here. Red team looking kind of strong. Where's that Land Raider? Maybe he's taking it to the bottom. Antandron. Here it is. It's kind of milling around in the middle. Blue team did get a decap down here, but they were not able to finish it because Maru came down with some purifiers level 2. 2365 hit points level 2. Not bad at all. Going after the Gene Stealers with Psychic Field up, but Gene Stealers do have Adrenal Rush and the Warrior Brood jumping in there. This is melee superiority right here from those Gene Stealers. Taught those purifiers a lesson. Do not come and try and fight us, fellas. With the Carnifex here, you'd think he'd be able to take this VP. Terminate Librarian does not survive, but it's still a 2-1 for red team. Brother Captain might go down again. Venom Brood with the cap here. Also, they do get him. They do get their Brother Captain down. Paladins with their heavy melee hammers now fighting the Carnifex. Or are they fighting a Gene Stealers here? I'm not sure. They're running away right now. Those Gene Stealers are scary. But he's still level 1. It's still level 1 too. 36 to 109. Meanwhile, at the top, red team pushing through here with the Land Raider Redeemer in play. Lord of Pleasure dropping units left and right. Now only has CSM and Plague Marines. 36 to 105. Blue team do have the bottom, but can they keep their natural now? Because Force Command has taken his level 8. Can easily tank those CSM. Look at that. Assault cannons messing up those CSM. SiLiSe does not like the balance of the old Space Marines. Maru now getting some Grey Knight Terminators. He's lost so many units, but he's recovered so well. Looks like that's a concede from the blue team there. Red team take it. Such a strong start from the blue team, but they just weren't aggressive enough, I don't think, early on tier 2. She could have been on this power a little bit more, it felt like, and going after this VP a little bit more, but red team came through strong. Look at his heroes at the end of the game. Level 3 Chaos Lord was down. Level 3 Ravenous Alpha was certainly dangerous. Level 4 Lictor, I was happy with how the Lictor did. Level 8 Force Commander with the always amazing hammer. Level 6 Techmarine shooting some stuff down, and he got the Venerable Dreadnought, so he's automatically my favourite player. What did he get to, Mr. Dreadnought? Level 3. And Brother Captain, level 7, was in the wars certainly, but finished strong with some Purifiers and Paladins. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.